Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to the defining moment right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Well, here we are on a beautiful Tuesday morning, March 7th, 2023. Oh my goodness. Where do we begin? So many great things going on this month. We got the NCAA Women's Ice Hockey National Championship coming up in just under 2 weeks. The Frozen Four Selection Day is coming on up. March Madness is just days. I mean, you can count the days coming on up. We have, I'm actually pretty excited for daylight saving time. I mean, it's nice right now leaving the gym at, close to 6 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast. And, it's kind of nice when the sun's out, so pretty good, right? But anyway, the UEFA Champions League. Well, round 2 gets underway this week in the round of 16. My goodness, that second leg. Who's moving forward? Some of us actually can tell. Some of us may be in for a surprise. I'm excited for that, actually. Lots of great things going on up. Spring training in the MLB has been so much fun. The NFL Combine, well, let's just say that show's so big that it's going to need its very own show tomorrow morning on 3 and Out when I deliver you everything of the NFL Combine 2023. It was a good one. I saw lots of good things. I saw lots of great athletes out there that are fighting for a job. And you know what? Let's see where they land. And let's see which one of them become Hall of Famers, which one of them become pretty big, and, well, which ones are, I don't know, maybe better fit for the moment for the XFL, USFL, or even the CFL. So we shall see that. Also, NCAABasketball heating up. My goodness, there is some good stuff, man. Central Arkansas knocked off number 7 Utah just yesterday. That's a pretty good one, yo. I was not expecting that. What's going to happen today? Is Howard going to defeat number 2 UCLA? I'm just kidding. I mean, if it does, oh my gosh, good for Howard. But anyway, NCAA baseball has been awesome. LSU has been running through everybody, especially Butler yesterday with an 11-0 victory. Looks like Derek Carr's headed on over to the New Orleans Saints. We'll get into that. We had 3 amazing races this past weekend. Finally, William Byron wins one. He hasn't won one in a while. IndyCar was a race to watch. Oh my goodness, the Firestone Grand Prix was incredible. And Formula One did not disappoint. Verstappen does it again. NHRA is coming up very, very soon. NCAA women's basketball has been a blast. Men's volleyball in the mix today. And we got plenty more. Plus a damn, son. At the end of the show that, well, it's going to make you say, damn, son. Ladies and gentlemen, so much to come. NHL, NBA, all the goodies. You're listening to the defining moment right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
the world's best footballers and best football clubs on one big stage. The greatest club competition of them all. The UEFA Champions League. All season long on USRN.
Hello everyone, my name is Daryl Kinsey Jr. and I'm welcoming you to take another lap with the fastest show on IE Sports Radio. Yes, this is the Extra Mile with me and my co-hosts Christopher Lehman and Michael Ward. We talk everything racing from NASCAR to IndyCar to Formula One to limited hydroplanes, endurance racing, the NHRA, and more. So come join us for an hour of great racing talk and a lot of fun as well on the Extra Mile, Thursdays at 8 p.m. only on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Hey sports fans, are you in the market for Florida sports or just keeping up with the latest in the Panhandle? Palm Tree Sports is a dedicated audio hub to all things sports in the Sunshine State. We cover current events, big news, heavily favored opinions all across the NFL, NBA, MLB, and so much more. So come check us out every Saturday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For a down south education on Florida sports and athletics, it's hosted by yours truly, Corey Pujols, and is powered by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Man, it has been a great morning. I got up, got a good lift. It wasn't the greatest lift, but it was all right. It'll do. Got to make up for it and, get even better next week. But that's the goal, right? Get better every day, every week, every moment. So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the defining moment right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I got to say really quick, today's going to be a little something different. Should have been yesterday. My apologies. Just my goodness. Being a teacher, getting ready to compete in another season of football, powerlifting, soon, hopefully, maybe some strongman coming on up. Got all that stuff going on. Running the station here at IE Sports Radio is never easy. Of course, getting all this thing going on and so much more, you guys. Being a full-time happy husband. Oh my goodness, I love my wife. Just doing all these great things in life. A student, finishing up in my second master's and getting the crossing the T's and dotting the I's in my credential. Oh, so many things. Unfortunately, things just pull you different ways. And making time for family. Of course, my wife and our family and everything. So, and our little kitty as well. Plenty of, I get stretched plenty of ways, so my apologies. But next week, Monday, hour and a half show. Tons of great guests. Today you're going to hear a couple recordings from some of our awesome hosts here at IE Sports Radio. As I always say, this is the sampler tray of IE Sports Radio. I introduce you to all these different sports. Maybe you already love them. And then, I can show you the direction of where we got plenty more of that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start things off today with a little bit of auto sports because, dude, it was good. Oh my gosh, it was good. Alright, let's just be real and say that I really hope, and this is just me being a fan, I hope this season of auto sports is just super duper crazy exciting. We've had enough of the boring in some series. We've had enough of the, we already know who's going to win it. We've already had enough of, complete, and don't get me wrong, I love dominance. But, sometimes we need we need a little break and a little switch up here and there. So, I'll tell you, it was a great, great day of racing on Sunday, starting off in Formula One, the Bahrain Grand Prix. This was a battle, man. I mean, Lewis, Verstappen, Perez, Leclerc, even Fernando Alonso, all of them. I mean, it was incredible to see these guys. It was a good race. Now, let's just be real. Verstappen ran away with it. He won the race by 11 seconds. I mean, that's not like it was, a photo finish or anything. But you know what? Incredible job to this guy. And what an amazing job by those Red Bulls. I was so happy for Sergio Perez, of course, taking taking another podium, second place. And then I thought it was awesome, man, seeing Alonso, man, getting third place. What a job for this guy, man. I mean, he's been around. We've had such a strong group of drivers at the top of Formula One that it's nice to see, some fluctuality in there. Fernando Alonso, man, putting Aston Martin on the map. Well, in Formula One, at least this season so far. Great start, great podium, man. Verstappen, Perez, and Alonso. Talk about a great race. Super excited for that one. And, well, we got more racing coming on up. Not this coming weekend, but we're coming back on the 19th for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix on the 19th of March. Should be a great one there. IndyCar was absolutely incredible. I seen a car drive over another car. I thought it was awesome. We got to see so many things happen here in this race. And I absolutely love, and I'm talking about absolutely loved how this thing finished. Ericsson was fighting there all day long. Unfortunately, not to be for some drivers. I'll tell you, Pato O'Ward had this thing, and it's incredible. Ericsson, man, the guy to make it happen. Scott Dixon coming in third, and the Firestone Grand Prix, if you will, or the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg, was absolutely incredible. Marcus Ericsson, last year's Indy 500 winner. How about this dude? This will be his fourth career victory, and he earned it, taking that checkered flag. And we can't forget about NASCAR, man. That was a great one. I'm a big NASCAR fan, you guys. And you guys already know, I am super excited to see this guy win whenever he can. We have ourselves one amazing NASCAR season coming on up here, because the simple fact that we have a incredible group of drivers. Last week, I'm telling you, I got to go and watch in California the Auto Club Speedway, and I thought it was a lot of fun. I really did. I loved it. It was awesome, and seeing those cars on that track for the last time was great. William Byron just didn't have the best day, but you know what? He did it. This week he got it done. This dude will earn, this is actually his fifth career victory. That number 24, man, of course, inherited that car from Jeff Gordon. Just gotta love how this dude handled that car. He dominated it, man. He went all three stages. He freaking went wire to wire, basically. And incredible job by him, incredible race. And that will do it for Vegas. So as of right now, for IndyCar, actually, we got ourselves, and as per usual, it's kind of weird how it goes. Next week, of course, the Western Swing will end as we finish up in Phoenix. Then on the 19th, we get back underway with Formula One, as I just mentioned, with the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Coming up this week on the 12th, I'm super excited. The NHRA Gator Nats, kind of irritated that it didn't start in Pomona like it usually does this season, but whatever, it's cool. It'll be on April 2nd, which will be pretty sweet. Then, of course, we have coming on up, and this is so weird, like the long break that IndyCar takes, but the Grand Prix of Texas coming up on April 2nd as well. So we got wait a few weeks there for IndyCar. But I'll tell you, we are in for a great season so far. If you want plenty more of that, the extra mile with Mr. Daryl Kinsey Jr. and Mr. Christopher Lehman, had the opportunity to be on with those two gentlemen last Thursday, talking about the Auto Club Speedway, and stayed on for the entire show. It was a fun one. Definitely enjoyed it. That's where you want to be, y'all. Awesome show on Thursday night for you auto sports fans out there. And, well, we have got to roll on into a little bit of NBA action, and this is always fun. I'm pretty excited for some NBA, y'all, and of course March Madness coming on up. We have here, let's take a look. So NBA has been like the show to watch. I mean, really. Okay, in the NHL, the Boston Bruins have just been dominating and destroying everybody. The NBA has been a little bit different. There's been some solid teams this year. As I mentioned last week, the Milwaukee Bucks have really solidified themselves this season as a team that could really do it. They just got to fight the injury bug. And that, of course, that's a virus nobody wants. All right, in any locker room. Boston right behind them by one game. You got Milwaukee at 46-18 and Boston at 45-21. They are the cream of the crop right now in the East. If you take a look at the West, it's kind of a one-horse show over there. Denver is leading by 8 games in the West. You know, it's been a long time coming for Denver. This team has gone through rebuild after rebuild. I mean, my goodness. I can remember when Carmelo Anthony was a Denver Nugget, and they were a contention, but it was never like they were a championship-type team. Guys, Denver's been stewing for a little bit, and they've been pretty good the last couple of seasons. Not extremely strong, but they've been pretty damn good. Well, this year, they look strong, and especially a year where the West is just taking a crap. It's crazy. Right now, my beloved Lakers, they're just outside. They're eliminated at the moment. I mean, 3 games into 300. You got teams like the Golden State Warriors. They're just 3 games over 500. So, I mean, it's crazy to think of, you know, the winds of change, right? But taking a look at some of these teams, you gotta tell yourself, there's no way that Denver isn't going to make a strong run. I really do feel in my heart of hearts that Denver can honestly make it happen. Can they battle the Milwaukee Bucks or the Boston Celtics? My goodness, can they even battle the Philadelphia 76ers, who have been on one lately? The East is very strong this year. I love what I see out of the East. It is so incredible. And we see how strong these guys are. The Bucks, man, just had an amazing streak, and it's crazy to think of how this team just kind of fell off. They not fell off, but you see how the Sixers have been so strong. Let me see here, and I got some chats going on. What's going on to Mr. Chad Rodriguez, my boy, up in the chat room? And yes, I got your sound bite. Be ready to play that in a little bit. But yeah, the Bucks, 16 games, man, strong, snapped by the 76ers. Sixers have been on one too. I'll tell you right now, this has been a good season for these Sixers. The Pacers, as you hear every week with Mr. Aaron X on Saturdays, this Pacers team I'm excited for. They're young. They're by far not the best, but you gotta love how this team has been putting things together. Sacramento, I'm sorry, has Sacramento not impressed everybody, being a horrible team for years and years and years, and now they're actually the number 3 team in the West? Kinda crazy, right? Good morning to you, Mr. Adam Karnick, in the chat room, of course, our Chicago man, covering all things Chicago sports on Monday evenings. Had a great show last night with Kale. And yeah, man, the Bulls, of course, first team eliminated in the East, just like the Lakers are the first team eliminated in the West. But hey, we got plenty of basketball to go, y'all. We got 1 month to correct the wrongs. Can this happen? We will find out. Alrighty, so moving on over really quick. There's not much to get into here except for, I don't know, maybe a little bit of college basketball. There's not much to get into here, though the women have been impressive. Iowa, if you guys haven't been watching the Iowa Lady Hawkeyes, man, 5 spots they moved up this past week. They have been on a tear, and it's really good to see that. They would knock off number 14 Ohio State. They'd knock off number 5 Maryland. They knocked off Purdue. I mean, this has been a team on a mission. Of course, South Carolina being the cream of the crop at the minute, still undefeated, 32-0 season. You can't script it. I love it. Incredible stuff, man. And we're excited for March Madness coming up, guys. I tell you, right now, we're under 2 weeks away from Selection Sunday. And as a matter of fact, 2 weeks from today, 2 weeks from, I believe today, we have the first 4 getting ready to start up. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Or I'm sorry, not 2 weeks from today. Next week. Next week. Selection Sunday is this Sunday. And this coming week, my goodness, got my times off a little bit. Yes, this time next week, we're getting ready to talk about the first 4. So that's pretty exciting, right? If you have been living under a tree, that's what's been going down in some basketball. Of course, we got men's college hoops to get into, though, real quick, because, we got to have ourselves some fun with this, right? That current top 25 is looking good. Houston, Houston, you don't have no problems. I mean, this is incredible. 29-2. I did not, and I'll tell you right now, I could have bet so much money on Houston not being this. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not that they weren't good, but it's just To have them number one at this point at 29-2, they are so impressive. That is one strong basketball team. And they deserve this. They deserve this. They would deserve a strong run into March Madness. Now, will they get number one seed? I'm almost positive. But how far will they go? The tournament is a different story, guys. It's like 2 different seasons in one. So, UCLA has climbed the charts. They are now number 2. You got to give some love to the Bruins, you guys. They have played extremely well. Just knocking off number 8 Arizona, who was a pretty damn good team this past week. And they have had a pretty good season. Now, I get it. Oh, the Pac-12 isn't that strong. The Pac-12 isn't that strong. Whatever. You know what, man? If there's 2 teams or 10 ranked teams in the Pac-12, it doesn't matter. UCLA has been historical, and this team has really made leaps and bounds to get to where they are at the moment. So pretty strong. Alabama dropping 2 spots. Of course, hey, they're not the cream of the crop in football anymore, or at least the tippy top. But hey, they're around in basketball right now, right? How about those San Diego State Aztecs, number 2? I'm loving it. This has been a really good season, you guys, and we are just right now in the conference semis. Some of them are finished up in the conferences, some of them are finished up in the conference semis, but of course, the best part about this is the fact that we know that March Madness is just days away. We got some finals coming on up this week, and then last but not least, the Selection Sunday coming up on the 12th. Oh, it's going to be fun. If you want tons more basketball, you guys, so many hoops, Dentarius Locke and Davison Crooks on a Sunday evening, man. They always make it great. 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. You want to check those guys out. They are incredible. Great job every single week. I'm going to take myself a short break, coffee break. Hopefully you're listening on your drive to work. Maybe you're already at work. Maybe you're just waking up getting ready for work. I have no idea, but hopefully you have your coffee ready. I'm going to go ahead and give me some more, and we will be right back talking plenty more sports here on The Defining Moment, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
Some say that Indiana is just a flyover state. Flatlands and cornfields, barns and country roads. What if I told you Indiana is the crossroads of America? What if I told you in all other states, basketball is just basketball? In Indiana, basketball is life. Crowded high school basketball gyms on a Friday night, and every barn with a basketball rim and a frayed, worn-out net. If you're interested in the heartbeat of America, and if you're interested in sports, if you have Hoosier running through your veins, the Crossroads Pod with Aaron X is made for you. Powered by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Each and every week, the Crossroad Pod covers all of Indiana sports. The pride of the horseshoe of the Indianapolis Colts. The blue-collar, bold swagger of the Indiana Pacers. The relentless pursuit of the sixth banner for the Indiana Hoosiers. The swing of the hammer of the Purdue Boilermakers. The swoop of the Cardinals of Ball State. The summoning of the echoes of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The growl of the Bulldogs of Butler. The intensity of an Indiana fever. The chop of the Indianapolis Indians. At the Crossroads Pod, if it is Indiana, we've got you covered. More than cornfields, more than country back roads. The Crossroads of America. Join me, Aaron X, every week. It's nothing but net.
Hockey fans, I'm Adam Kernick.
And I'm Zach Puplis.
Together, we are the newest version of Hockey Talk on IE Sports Radio, The Neutral Zone.
Zone.
We love hockey, but we also know it's not everyone's first sport. So we want to make this show as much for new fans as for the diehards.
Whether you can name all the Swedes on the 08 Red Wings Stanley Cup team, or if you can't tell if Varlamov is a goalie or the latest trendy vodka, we're here to help. With facts, figures, and outrageous fans, we bring you all the hard-hitting hockey news you can handle, while still keeping it fun and on the rails. Well, mostly.
So tune in every week as we go around the hockey world, from college to Canada, the minors and the majors, and everywhere in between.
So bring your cellies.
And your one-timers.
You wicked wristas.
And be sure to protect your 5-hole.
Catch the Neutral Zone every week on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
We promise not to pick on the Arizona Coyotes every episode. Good morning, hockey fans. I am Adam Karnick, co-host of the Neutral Zone here on IE Sports Radio. Catch myself and my co-host Zach Puplis later on tonight, where we're going to be breaking down some of the biggest stories in the hockey world, such as the crazy trade deadline that finally came to a close this past Friday. Boy, it felt like just about every single team in the NHL was making moves, wasn't it? You had guys flying around everywhere. One guy in particular, Jonathan Quick, he wound up on 2 separate teams by the time it was all said and done. But now that the dust has settled, is any of it really going to matter? Is anybody going to catch Boston? The Bruins, nearly a 20-point lead in the Atlantic Division, almost a 15-point lead for the President's Trophy. Is anybody going to catch this team to stop them on their path to Lord Stanley's Cup? Well, 2 of the teams that are certainly going to be in the mix to try to make it happen are going to be in action later tonight. The Carolina Hurricanes, fresh off of a 6-0 drubbing over the Tampa Bay Lightning, are in action tonight, taking on the Montreal Canadiens up north of the border there in Montreal. Teuvo Teravainen and the gang trying to get back on their winning ways and stay relevant and atop the Metropolitan Division, stay one step ahead of the New Jersey Devils. And then out west, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, they were busy buyers at the trade deadline. They ultimately wound up with that goalie, Jonathan Quick. It's paid off for them so far, along with recently acquired sharp shooting sniper Ivan Barbashev. The Golden Knights sit atop a crowded Pacific Division, just 2 points in front of the Los Angeles Kings, and don't look too far in the rearview mirror, but the Seattle Kraken and the Edmonton Oilers are catching right up with them. The Golden Knights, though, they go down to Florida, try to take on the Panthers, and stay atop the Pacific. Catch Zach Puplis and myself, Adam Karnick, later on tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern as we break down this and all other fun stories all across the hockey world. We'll see you there.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adam Karnick, and of course, big ups to our boy, Mr. Zachary Puplis. They always do a great job every Tuesday evening. Today's going to be stacked, you guys. We got the defining moment here coming up in just a few hours, actually, at 12 p.m. Central Time. My boy, Mr. Martin Sandoval, talking all things wrestling. Road to WrestleMania is just, oh my gosh, it's been on fire in the wrestling world, so he'll be talking plenty of that. Coming on up later on today, we got, of course, the Buffalo Huddle with Miss Patty Bax, followed by the Philly Sports Talk, our Philadelphia show. Amazing stuff there with Mr. Chris Amos and Mr. Bobby. Bobby's a great guy, man. Chris, they're super cool dudes, but I can't wait to have them back on the show here with Mr. Bobby Cash, or Cash and Chris, as we like to call them here. Then, of course, coming up right after them, we got Mr. Zachary Puplis and the man who just heard, Adam Karnick, followed by our boy Cale Henderson, who you heard him last night on Chi-Town. Always Chi-Town Weekly, man. Great show. And, well, I'm excited. Plenty of stuff here on a Tuesday, and let's do this thing, y'all. So, anyway, as you can hear, so much going on. I just wanted to compliment that by saying that no, nobody's catching the freaking Bruins. This team is on a tear. Talk about insane dominance. I mean, you're leading everyone, okay, by a minimum right now. Of what is that, 6-7 games, I believe. I mean, it's incredible to think how far this team has really gone. And it may even be more than that right now. I just, want to throw that out there that it seems like it's so far away. I think it's actually like 8 games that they're leading right now. It's incredible. Boston has taken off. And once again, the trade deadline, it doesn't really matter at this point in time. The Bruins have it. They're gelling. But once again, when they get to that second level, y'all, the playoffs, what's it going to be? It's all even at that point in time. It's all 0-0 in the record column. I mean, what is it? I'm excited. Am I excited for any other team? Yes. The Golden Knights, I mean, I talked about them last week. You know what? Don't count this team out, man. And the LA Kings, actually, as well. Another exciting team to watch. My favorite, all-time favorite playoffs are the type of playoffs that you have no idea whatsoever, not even a clue of how it's going to go. You may have small, I think Boston will run away with it or whatever, but realistically, it's not like, okay, we already know what's going to happen. This team's going to go in and, put a stranglehold on everyone they face on this side. This other team over here is, they're going to be okay, they'll be strong, but they'll get there. And then these two teams will meet in the finals, and this team's going to freaking, take them out 4-0. I love hockey for this reason. Basketball, you can do that more with, in my opinion. That's no diss on basketball, but I'm just saying hockey is it's always so unpredictable. So, this is going to be a lot of fun, and that's why I'm excited for this year's NBA playoffs, because I kind of feel like it's going to be like that for the first time in a while. So, anyway, so great stuff there. Plenty more hockey coming on up tonight on the Neutral Zone. I'll tell you right now, my thoughts about the Kings right now have been great. 4-2 last night over the Caps. This has been a strong team all year. Once again, we have New Jersey that has been on one. The Kraken, how about the freaking Kraken, man? Taking out the Avalanche on Sunday. The Avalanche have seen better years, like last year. They're certainly not the team they were last year whatsoever. But, they're still fighting. They're still, they're still up there. But the big thing, of course, is the Hurricanes right now, which is the toughie. I'm sorry, not the Hurricanes, the Lightning. It's just kind of weird. They're in a weird state. The Lightning has been so strong for years. Right now, they're still up there. They're a team that's been in and around the top of the Atlantic, and it's so nice to see a team with lots of consistency. But it's like, they won one a few years ago. Can they do it again? I think it's impressive, more than anything, for the Lightning to actually just be in competition the way they are, so it's really cool to see, guys. So anyway, there's a little bit of hockey talk. And certainly, in the chat room here, Taryn, couldn't agree more. If this is definitely UCLA's year for basketball, men's basketball, if they want to win it. I agree. And Caitlin Clark is the real deal in Iowa. She is incredible, man. In Iowa, the Hawkeyes have been on it. And also the LA Kings, they've been the bright spot in California for hockey. It's true, because everybody else in the state has been kind of blah. So, anyway, guys, so we're going to go into some college hockey real quick. Of course, talking real quick here about the ladies. In the most recent poll, no surprise, Ohio State is still atop 31-5-2. Great stuff as always. Minnesota right behind them, 29-5-3. It's crazy. Wisconsin just, took a little spill, but they're still there in the top 6 as number 6. And we're going to see who's who. The tournament is getting ready to shape up. We're actually getting ready. The tournament regional start in 2 days. So the seedings, I'm not quite sure if they are up yet. I thought they were. But I do want to make sure we can make note of that. Because, we have a pretty good... This would be pretty fun this year. The regionals for the women, the tournament, really. I mean... they call it the regionals, but it's the tournament. Always never disappoints. Always great stuff. And we will be getting underway in just a few days, I believe. The tournament, yes. So the tournament starting, of course, on Thursday. Number 9, Clarkson, taking on number 7, Minnesota Duluth. Number 10, Penn State, taking on number 8, Quinnipiac. And LIU, taking on number 6, Wisconsin. There we go, y'all. This is the regionals, and this is who we got. Moving forward, then we have, of course, the very next day, Clarkson or UMD. Minnesota Duluth taking on number 2 Minnesota, LIU or Wisconsin taking on number 3 Colgate, number 5 Northeastern taking on number 4 Yale, and of course Quinnipiac or Penn State taking on Ohio State. Always a great tournament with the ladies, and well, we're going to find out who's who coming on up, y'all. So, tournament is set. We are ready to roll, and yeah, I'm excited. As for the men, right now, cruise on over to the men's poll. You know, no surprises here either. Minnesota has just been a force to reckon with, 25-8-1 this year. Quinnipiac also, hey, the ladies have been doing it, and so have the men. The Pioneers of Denver, a team we've seen win national championship in the last couple of years, been very strong. In Michigan, their football team has been actually pretty solid in the last couple of seasons. Guess who else has been pretty solid? Their hockey team. Is this their year? Can they freaking step out of the shadows? Michigan has got to break through somewhere, right? So can they do it in hockey? We shall see. Their rivals, though, Ohio State gets a few spots back at number 9. Got, of course, Boston University and Harvard in the mix, those northeastern schools there. Always a great battle in in the NCAA hockey. And, of course, as I mentioned, this Sunday, we have Selection Sunday for the NCAA, I'm sorry, not next Sunday, next Sunday on the 19th, Selection Sunday for the NCAA men's hockey tournament. The road to the Frozen Four begins. So, there it is, a little bit of hockey talk. And if you want plenty more of that, Adam and Puplis, Adam, our boy, man, and Zach, always great. Catch them tonight on the Neutral Zone. Always a great show there. Really quick couple notes on spring training in the MLB. You know, spring training is just a weirdo because we love the game so much and we're so excited to see it back. But once again, that's exactly what it is. It's training. Don't get too excited for what you see out there. But you know what you can get excited for tonight? The World Classic. Yeah, baby. I'm all excited, man. Oh, yeah. World Classic gets underway tonight. I am super excited, you guys. Tuesday. It has finally arrived. And, you know, this is something that we wait for every 4 years. It's the World Cup of baseball, you know, and it's exciting. I really feel like right now, I mean, the U.S. won a couple years ago. We've seen Japan win a couple years ago. It's so cool to see all these stars go out there and play for their countries, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's really just a super fun time of year, and actually, I'm sorry, not today. I was so excited. The 11th, forgive me. Starting up on the 11th, I believe, we have, so Group C action, of course. And let me go ahead and move on over here to Wednesday. Yeah, so plenty of teams going at it this year. Who is your favorite? I know I am really, really excited to see the U.S. get in there. But it does get underway today. My apologies. Netherlands and Cuba getting underway. I'm really excited for that. And who will we have moving forward? You know, who will actually win it this year? I'm really jacked for the USA. Italia's in the mix. Japan is always strong in baseball. Even the Mexican team has been pretty good in the last couple of years. Baseball, of course, a heavy sport throughout Central and South America. So who will we have? Who's doing what? We'll find out. But of course, the World Classic gets underway today, coming on up at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's a late one for y'all over there on the East Coast. 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So be ready, y'all. Netherlands and Cuba getting ready to go underway for the World Baseball Classic getting underway. Super excited. And well, there we are. So, alrighty. little bit of action there. Then we're going to jump on to some soccer. And I'm not going to diss again. I know, I feel like a jerk sometimes when I'm going to go over here dissing everybody. But I do got to say this. It's not that I'm being messed up. But I do got to say this. Okay? I do got to say this. We already know who's doing what in every league in Europe. Okay? It's safe to say. Maybe I'll go over it next week. But the more exciting thing going on right now is the UEFA Champions League. Tonight in Europe, noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern, we have here the round of 16, second leg. Benfica taking on Club Brugge. Benfica is leading the aggregate 2-0. And we also have Borussia Dortmund. We'll head on over to Chelsea. Dortmund leads 1-0 in the aggregate. Tomorrow we got two more, PSG and Bayern Munich. Okay, Bayern Munich leads 1-0. And then of course AC Milan taking on Tottenham Hotspur. 1-0 for AC Milan. So there you have it. Tonight and tomorrow, two teams will move forward. Two teams will say, well, we had a good tournament. And of course, next week we'll get into the next two games, or the next four games for next week. And we're going to find out who moves on to that next round. Talking a little bit of MLS. My goodness, I'm all over the place this morning, guys. Sorry. My lips really wore me out. Well, it was a great start. Very, very, very great start in the MLS. We're 2 games in. It's crazy to see how these teams emerge so early, right? New England looking so strong. Miami looking so strong. Seattle really playing well. And St. Louis making their debut, playing pretty good at 2-0. Now, what does this mean for everybody else? Does everyone else suck? No, it's the beginning of the season. It's the beginning of the season. How dare you say that? But I thought it was pretty cool to see these teams start out so well, especially St. Louis, guys. St. Louis has been some crap. Losing the Rams, they had the Battlehawks, then they lost the Battlehawks. We'll get into them in a few minutes. But I think it's pretty cool, guys. We have a pretty strong start from a team that is, brand new, up and at 'em, and it's really cool. I love the fact that we have the Battlehawks. And in, a football team in St. Louis, it's pretty entertaining to see those guys there, right? So we move forward up on into the rest of the world in soccer. And like I said, we already know what's going on in Europe. I think we're going to visit that tomorrow. Due to time constraints here for the show. I mean, we'll get more into that next week, not tomorrow. But I'll tell you, the best part about soccer, you guys, is that it's year-round. It's all over the place. And there's nothing more to get excited about than to know that, hey, there's always going to be soccer, right? So there you have it. A little bit of soccer coming your way. And plenty more coming on up here to come. UEFA Champions League action, UEFA NWSL as well. Just want to mention in American football, it's official, I do believe. Derek Carr's headed on over to the New Orleans Saints. May they treat you better than the Raiders did, good sir. As a Raider fan, I am disgusted of how they treated Derek Carr. But at the same exact time, it's the Raiders, so what do you do? But the Saints, looking forward to signing him. Lots of big moves here in the NFL. But I'll get to that tomorrow on 3 and Out. And we'll talk plenty more about it. Lots of great stuff coming on up there, and I just gotta tell you, the first couple of weeks of the XFL have been incredible. We'll be talking plenty more of that tomorrow on 3 and Out. Yeah, it has been awesome. Lots of great football, and yeah, we'll get into that tomorrow along with the Combine. So with that said, we're taking ourselves a quick break. When we get back, plenty more here on The Defining Moment with me, our boy Larry B. We'll be right back talking plenty more sports after this.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Davidson, It's your boy, the Notorious Law.
And we are the hosts of Fast Break here on IE Sports Radio, where we discuss everything in the world of basketball from prep to the pros.
You guys should definitely check us out, man. Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We got all the basketball information you guys need, so we look forward to you guys listening in.
And please do, because we are the best basketball show on this side of the Mississippi. And please do check us out on Twitter at FastBreakISR. D-Lock, where's our time again?
8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. That give you guys plenty of time on a Sunday.
Tune in.
What is up, everybody? This is your boy, Taryn Rodriguez, host of Set Point, here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that sports. Just breaking down the NCAA men's volleyball recap from last week and previewing this week for my man Larry B. So last week, in week 9 of the NCAA men's volleyball week, last Wednesday, we had number 1 Hawaii defeating number 7 Pepperdine in 4 sets, 25-15, 22-25, 25-22, and 25-21. Then on Friday, we had number 1 Hawaii sweeping Pepperdine, 25-19, 25-18, and 25-21. Also on Friday, we had Long Beach State defeating Ball State in 4 sets, 25-19, 25-17, 21-25, and 25-15. Also on Friday, we had GCU sweeping BYU, number 5 GCU sweeping number 8 BYU in Mountain Pacific Sports Federation action, 25-18, 25-22, 25-21. And then in non-conference play action, we had number 14 CSUN, or Cal State Northridge, sweeping number 10 Stanford, 25-21, 25-23, 26-24. Second time the Matadors swept the Cardinal, which had not been accomplished since 2018, as the Matadors have quietly won 8 in a row. Keep an eye on those Matadors. Then on last Saturday, we had number 5 GCU outlasting number 8 BYU in 5 sets, 22-25, 25-17, 19-25, 25-17, and 17-15. Also on Saturday, we had number 6 UC Irvine sweeping number 9 Stanford at Stanford, 25-17, 25-23, 25-22. Also on Saturday, we had number 15 Charleston getting its first ranked win of the season, defeating number 13 Ohio State in 4 sets at Ohio State, 23-25, 25-19, 25-23, and 28-26. Then on Sunday, we had Penn State outlasting UC Irvine at the Brennan Event Center at UC Irvine in 5 sets, 32-34, 25-23, 18-25, 25-22, and 15-11. Looking at this week's matchups, we have ourselves quite a hefty slate. Starting on Wednesday, we have number 11 Ball State at number 5 GCU Grand Canyon. Then on Thursday, we have number 10 USC at number 7 Pepperdine. On Friday and on Saturday, we have number 15 Ohio State at number 8 Ball State. And then on Saturday, we have number 7 Pepperdine at number 10 USC. But we can't forget about the Outrigger Invitational at the University of Hawaii, the Stan Sheriff Center, aka Simplify Arena in Honolulu, Hawaii. On Thursday, we have number 3 Penn State taking on number 2 UCLA. And then after that, we have Purdue Fort Wayne taking on number 1 Hawaii. Then on Friday, we have Purdue Fort Wayne taking on number 2 UCLA. Then after that matchup, we have number 3 Penn State taking on number 1 Hawaii. Then Saturday, the last day of the Invitational, we have Purdue-Fort Wayne taking on number 3 Penn State. And then closing out the Invitational is the big marquee matchup. Number 2 UCLA taking on number 1 Hawaii. I hope you enjoy those NCAA men's volleyball matchups. Larry B., back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Terran Rodriguez. Appreciate you, brother. Always great stuff there. My big thing in NCAA volleyball is Hawaii. I mean, right now, you got to look at a team that is so dominant. Last night, Terran talked all about them on Set Point. Make sure to catch him Monday evenings. The man does an amazing job every week bringing you the latest in volleyball, whether it's college, professionals in the NVA. Just great guy. Mr. England, of course, the chair of the NVA. Got a chance to speak to him once. Really cool guy. And yeah, just super excited for this season. My big thing is, just like the Boston Bruins, taking down Hawaii is going to be tough. We know it's a little tiny tournament for the men's. I wish it was a little bit bigger. We can only hope to grow volleyball a little bit bigger. But my big thing is this year, taking down that Rainbow Warrior team is not going to be an easy task. I feel like they have proven themselves early in the season, and we're getting close, guys. I mean, the end of April, May, of course, tournament coming on up. Right now, I think they've established themselves strong enough. Will this Hawaii team be... they won it last year. Will they go back-to-back? We'll find out. But with that said, also, Terran forgot to mention that it was number 4 Long Beach beating number 11 Ball State. So it's all good, brother. So with that said, you guys, there you have it. Plenty of sports here today. And I gotta say, it has been amazing. But there's always that moment over the weekend, last week, in sports, that makes you say 2 words. Maestro? Just kidding. Damn, son! This past weekend, I gotta give you something. The NBA has been incredible. This year, like I said, we've seen a lot of really cool things. Denver is popping out of nowhere. Which is nice. I wouldn't say nowhere. They've been building the last couple of years. Milwaukee, 16 games on a roll right now. Philadelphia looking very competitive. Let's hope they don't win it. If they get to the final, I'm going to be cheering for them because they've lost a lot in finals in sports in the last year. Boston being as strong as they are. But there's a team right now that is currently the 8th team in the West, and they did something this past weekend. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, son! Paul George! Kawhi Leonard! You know, these guys led a comeback not too long ago, just a few days ago. And you gotta love how the Clippers, man, they're the team that's just, you know, they're the Clippers. They're the B team in Los Angeles. Even when the Lakers are bad, there's still that team that's like, hey, they're the Clippers. They're not the Lakers. Well, on Sunday night, you guys, the Clippers came back, y'all. They were down huge. Yeah, they were down, y'all. Listen to this. This is crazy. They let up 51 points in the fourth quarter. 51 points. The Grizzlies then smacked the Clippers in LA. And in the fourth quarter, man, rally the troops. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George had enough. They had enough. These dudes came up off the bench and balled, y'all. They didn't score no 51, but they definitely scored 38. This was amazing. They were able to surpass the Grizzlies at towards the middle end of the fourth quarter. 35-119 final score. I mean, we gotta give these guys an applause. I can't believe that. Good job, Clippers, man. I mean, come on now. Damn, son. That's just the way you play. That's what you play for. You got to get those moments, right? The defining moments of the season. That's what we live for. That's what the show is named after. And I'll be darned, man. The Clippers, they're not this team to watch out for right now. But you know what? If they keep playing basketball that way, they keep playing. So it's just amazing to think of being down so much. You know, the Grizzlies have had their issues this year, and I'm not getting into that. But just knowing that they came back from that, especially, I mean, it's one of those moments where you got to look at yourself in the fourth quarter, and you got to tell yourself, are we losing to these guys? Is this it? Are we going to come out here and lay an egg for this team? Or are we going to step up and pull ourselves out of this hole? In my opinion, pulling yourselves out of a hole versus anybody is amazing. An amazing job to this team. Amazing job to both Leonard and Paul George for making it happen, man. I thought it was pretty sweet. And I thought it was awesome. I really, really, really did. So, at the end of the day, y'all, that's what you gotta love. Those are what we live for. And that's one of the, once again, the defining moments of what we do, you know? Well, with that said, y'all know what time it is. Gotta cue that music and get up on out of here. I gotta get to work in a bit. But certainly exciting. Certainly exciting for everything coming on up. So many great sports coming your way. The World Classic, man. I am really, really, really excited. And the big deal here is, can the USA get it, man? I'm excited. Okay. World Baseball Classic starts tonight. I mean, the fun part about this is that they get to fork over spring training to be a part of this. Now, some people hate the World Baseball Classic. Some people absolutely hate it because they say, oh, it can cause injuries before the season, and I get it. But come on, man. This is every 4 years we get to enjoy this. I love it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I really enjoy this game, and I really enjoy it. I don't know, what it brings. This thing only started, 16 years ago-ish? 2007, 6, I want to say, right around there. You know, I mean, it's awesome, man. It's super cool. Who is going to win it this year? Who will win it? Once again, USA just won 2017, not too long ago. Really exciting to see this happen. You know, what's going to happen there? Will the USA be triumphant? You know, I mean, it's pretty cool to see. Last time we didn't get this, of course, unfortunately. Good old COVID. But I do know that we had the USA goes in as the defending champs, basically. And we're going to have ourselves one strong deal, man. So, here it is tonight. It gets underway. As I mentioned, auto sports were amazing this past week. I thought it was pretty awesome seeing this team play so well. And I thought it was a lot of fun seeing how strong, everybody raced so well. I thought it was pretty awesome to see how strong Aston Martin can be this year. Alonso, man. I love it. I love what this guy can bring to the table. Also, get ready, y'all. The NFL Combine just came to a close. Tomorrow, I'm going to break it all down for you. It's going to be awesome. I am so excited to talk about this, and so many great athletes. We'll be talking, of course. You already know me. I'm a big fan of the weights and speed. I wonder who we'll be talking about tomorrow, especially in that front seven. Who can make a difference? What guys went under the radar? I don't know. But we are going to enjoy that tomorrow on 3 and Out. The best part about this show is that I get to come up here every week and talk sports with you guys. So exciting. And, well, there it is. That's what we do here. So, my apologies. Today was a little bit thrown together, jumbled up. Like I said, my profession and a million other things pull me different ways. My gosh, sometimes I feel like I got strings tied to every one of my limbs and things are just jerking me one way and then the other. So, my apologies. for that, but we're back on it. One day late for everything. Today should have been 3 and out, my apologies, but tomorrow is going to be fun, and I'm really excited for this. Like I said, Combine coming on up is going to be awesome. But next week, you're going to have plenty more interviews. It's going to be an hour-and-a-half show. Pretty sweet. Nothing like a good Monday morning with plenty of sports coming your way. The XFL, once again, is going to be incredible. And this year, it's already shaping up to be really great. USFL coming up in about a month. NFL, all kinds of talk about the NFL and trades, and all the best to Derek Carr, man. As a Raider fan, I wish you the best, brother. I'm so proud of him and happy for him. And go to the Saints and win, man. You deserve it. So, anyway, guys, there it is. Today's show comes to a conclusion. This has been me, your boy Larry B. Check us out, iSportsRadio.com. I will see y'all next week. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless.